Hi YouTube, this is Southern Purple One, and welcome to Boots on the Ground for a Monday morning. Hope you're going to have a great week and get it off to a great start. If you guys have anything you could add to the Boots on the Ground report, please send it to Southern Prepper One, the number one, southernprepper1 at yahoo.com. It'd be greatly appreciated. I know I get a lot of thank you from people telling me, hey, thank the people that contribute to this report, because the success of this report is directly related to your participation, and I appreciate it. Couldn't do it without you. This is a small town in Washington State. They have a post office there. The people noticed that the building was very hot when they were inside. They talked to the postal worker, and the postal worker said the building air conditioner is not working. They also mentioned that the heat doesn't work in the wintertime, so it's cold in the wintertime. They noticed the building was not kept up. It was in disrepair. Also, the parking lot was in disrepair. The white lines were already worn off the parking lot, needs to be refixed. So they were just wondering, what is going on? This is a federal post office. That's a good question. Is there no money left over for maintenance? This is July 31st, yesterday, Sunday, northern Idaho. This is a Conoco gas station out of all grades of unleaded gas. This is just one report. I'm getting a lot of reports, and I just want to tell you, I think gas is plentiful. It's the truckers can't get there in time to fill it up. So that's a problem. It's definitely a problem with the truckers. Not enough of them, or scheduling, or something. It just shows you another crack in our system. This is Phoenix, Arizona, Walmart. No distilled water for over a month. The Walmart brand Diet Cola and caffeine-free Diet Cola out for 3 weeks. Could be related to the CO gas that is in short supply, and they might be prioritizing for bigger brand soft drinks. Cookies are out. A lot of junk food not there. Also, ground coffee, the Walmart brand and the Folgers brand. The area is shrunk by about 1/3 because they don't have a lot of those coffees. So definitely coffee is going to be a theme today. You're going to hear it mentioned a few times. If you've watched my channel, you knew way over a year ago when those freezes hit certain areas of the world that produce a lot of coffee. I told you to stock up. Hopefully people stocked up. Walmart coffee was $6.48. It's up to $7.48. It's a $1 increase. This person said paint in Home Depot. May, it cost them about $38 for their paint. Today it is $48.48. That is a 28% increase. This person's on a fixed income, and they said the project is now on hold indefinitely. This is Columbia, Tennessee. This happened July 31st. No lunch meat at Walmart. No steak, pork, or beef at Kroger. The freezer and refrigerator section still had products in it, but lots of bare spots. They said to give you a hint. You might want to buy any of your meat, bring it home, open it up from the original packet, make sure you smell it before you put that away, because if you put something that's spoiled already away, you could eat it and might get sick, plus it's wasting your money. So any meat you put in, make sure it's good. I've got a lot of reports of people buying meat, opening the package up, and it's rotted, it smells terrible, it's not fit for consumption. So inspect your meat as soon as you get it home. This is Suffolk County, Long Island. Went to the local grocery store. No grated Parmesan cheese. Almost no bag salad. Only one brand of coffee creamer. Usually we have 4 to 5 to pick from. Lots of other items with only a few on the shelf. Just more shortages. Some people in their areas don't have any shortages, so you are blessed. This is a police officer in a large city in Texas. He basically said he's seen a lot of people losing it. People are not handling the stress of this economic downturn or the stress of the COVID. So people are losing it. He says drug use is higher than normal. Domestic violence is up. Lots of repos on vehicles. Lots of evictions. He says crime is getting worse, way worse. And he also says prices are getting higher on everything in his area. This person was at a hospital. They had to go to a rehab facility for physical therapy. So they went. They were there for exactly 11 days. They got 0 physical therapy. They got very bad care. Actually, probably criminal care. They actually turned worse in every aspect. And they had got removed and sent back to the hospital. The reason, there was no workers at the rehab facility, short workers. They didn't chart anything. They didn't give proper medication. I think they did one chart for her 11 days. So pray for this lady. She's got so many more problems because for 11 days she didn't get her medication. She didn't get the proper care. I've heard this and I've experienced in my extended family improper care at a nursing facility. This guy does sales of oil equipment in the oil industry. For small jobs, they used to could quote you for a 60-day price quote. Now, only occasionally will you get a 30-day price quote, but most of the time your quote is only going to be good for 72 hours because of the raw material fluctuation and the prices going up. This person said shortage of medical equipment, dyes, etc. He said also there is long waits for getting medical appointments, and he thinks it's a result of socialized medicine, aka Obamacare. He says delays have been getting longer and longer over the last several years as we fall deeper into socialism. I think that has something to play with it, but I truly think the amount of hands-on first reports I'm getting from workers is it is a worker shortage. The hospital does not have enough workers. This is Dollar General in Illinois, closed for about a month due to no air conditioning. They have an air conditioner problem. No ETA when it will be opened up. 1 month. St. Helens, Oregon, the Dollar Tree, completely out of coffee and everything that goes with it. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I hope you have your coffee stored. They say it's unbelievable. The area that used to have the coffee section is now filled up with marshmallow toppings and hot dog buns instead. Also, several stores are out of regular spaghetti noodles and have been out for some times now. Pasta. Make sure you have your pasta covered. Pasta is one thing that I'm seeing a lot of shortages come across my computer. This person from Sacramento, California sent me a picture, and there's some high dollar steaks, and they have this wire mesh around them just to keep them from being stolen. Also, if you've probably seen the pictures of Spam, New York City had to enclose the Spam in those shoplifting ways to hinder people from shoplifting in clear plastic boxes. Also, a lot of reports of theft of meat. People are walking in with bags, just filling up with high dollar steaks, filling up with seafood, and walking out of the store. Dollar store. This is in Candler, North Carolina, outside of Asheville. The medicine section, I got pictures of it. It's wiped out. There's just a few boxes here and there. Make sure your over-the-counter medication is topped off. Southwest Michigan, Myers. That's our main grocery store in our area. Has almost completely out of men's deodorant and very low on women's. Very low on cereal, coffee, pasta. Coffee and pasta. They're very low or completely out of a lot of the soups. And have been for over a week. Gas is down to $4.20 a gallon, so some positive notes. Los Angeles. The city of Los Angeles extended its eviction moratorium till August 2023. So a lot of people are upset, especially people that have rental properties that are relying on that income. A lot of people now are still not paying their rent, and they're using the excuse of the COVID. So the state of California dropped it June, but Los Angeles decided to keep it going, which is hurting a lot of people that own rental property. It's not always the big guy that's the scumlord. It's the little people that I have talked to through email that have invested their retirement money into a few homes, and they're relying on this income coming in to pay for their retirement. So a lot of people are suffering because they cannot pay their mortgage. And they said a lot of people are taking advantage of this. Atlanta, Georgia, they went grocery shopping on July 31st. They said a lot of the bread actually expired the next day on August 1st. They had to hunt and peck until they found a loaf that was good till August 8th. Their question is the bread got delivered late so it didn't sell, or is there such a low demand for bread? I don't have the answer to that question. Also, the milk was actually only a few days out of expiration. They had to hunt and peck to get some milk that had at least a week before expiration date. He also mentioned it takes longer to get food at fast food places because of the lack of workers. This is Imus dog food, dry dog food. On the 23rd of July, it was $48 a bag. on July 31st, it was $56 a bag. That is an $8 increase, which comes out to be a 17% increase, inflation increase, 17%. Lexington, Kentucky. This is a Kroger. The person bought 4 bags of groceries, a case of water, and a case of Coke. It was $98.99. Unbelievable. On my street, there's a duplex that the tenant has lived in there for 12 years. He was month to month leasing, and that was $900. Well, he was kicked out, and the rent was increased immediately to $1,600 a month. This is Richmond, Virginia. The Target, the Walmart, or the Wegmans, and the Costco are stocked well. So the positive report: Richmond, Virginia, plenty of food, plenty of stocks, but the prices are up. They did mention that chicken salad that they like to buy usually was $10 a pint. Now it is $11.50 a pint. That is a, excuse me, a 15% increase. This person works for a fire department, and fuel has become an issue. They have an agreement with the local school district to get fuel at their transportation facility, but they were told over a week ago that their system was down and could not get any fuel. They thought the system would be up in a day or two, but it is still down a week later. Yesterday, on my way to work, I stopped at 3 local fuel stations, and I could not buy fuel. One, their computer system was down, went out in the middle of the night and cannot get it back up. The second one, the cashier said that the system was hacked and it stopped all sales. They also say it's a considerable shortage of EMS supply, some of them being basic like 4x4s or alcohol preps, but then also you have the Ativan, you have other different medications, and you have IV fluid in short supply. This person wants you to know that sometimes when you buy medication, being a generic brand, you will actually pay more if you have insurance. So ask, if you're buying a generic, if the insurance price, and also ask for the non-insurance price. On their particular one, they save 50% by not going through their insurance. This is Massachusetts. This is along the eastern coast. This person did a short trip out, and they noticed 5 broken down cars along the road. Many more reports of that. Food prices have skyrocketed to a point where folks are buying less or just the bare essentials. He said 3 small pieces of steak are $16. He said the freezer aisle of the Market Basket grocery store was empty of cheap knockoff fries and tater tots. Shelves were fronted and only 1 or 2 products deep in places. The potatoes were actually moldy in the bags. They also mentioned crime has increased in their area. Folks have been arguing, stealing property, or looking for confrontations over petty matters. Basically, people are stressed to the max, and we're just in the start of this recession. Slash maybe a depression. It just depends how the federal government reacts. I can tell you, people are stressed. This is Georgia, a Five Guys restaurant. Guy went and bought 3 hamburgers. Well, one was a little hamburger for $7.69. They bought 3 sodas at $2.69 a soda. They bought a cheeseburger, they bought a large fry, and they bought another hamburger. So basically, they got 3 burgers, they got a fry, and they each got a drink. So 3 people got fed. The cost of that was $47.88. They did provide a $4.79 tip to bring it to $52.67. $52 for basically a meal for 3 people. He also works for a large construction company. They have a 2020 Freightliner, and a caliper went bad on it. They thought normally it'd take a day to get this part. No, they were just informed there is a 140-day wait to get this semi back up and running. They also have a 2019 Bobcat track loader. It had a bad sensor. It will be down for at least 60 days for lack of part. He said these 2 vehicles being down is just killing his company. They need them. They got work to do, and they can't get the work done. This is a truck driver. He basically says the grease that he needs for his truck to maintain it is out. It's been out in many places, and he says it's getting harder and harder to keep my truck maintained. This is a Mississippi liquor shop. We used to get 60% of our sales were in cash, 40% were in credit cards. He says that has changed drastically. Now it is 60% credit cards and 40% cash. And he says many more credit card rejections at their store. People just don't have the money, and they don't even have the credit. They've maxed out their credit cards. This report is coming in from all over, from a bigwig in Walmart, from a lot of other small businesses that people are using their credit card. Granted, sometimes you can get cash back in different points. I don't think this is the results because of our national saving rates have collapsed. People have used up their savings and now they're using their credit card. This couple traveled to northern Michigan for their anniversary for this year. They stopped at a fudge place. Fudge, 4 ounces of fudge was $12. They went to an adventure park. They had to park their car. It was $25 just for parking. Last year, the parking was free. They also stopped at a fur shop along the route that the gentleman actually tans all the hides and makes things out of the fur. He said business is slow, very slow. He would be sold out by this time with all of his products, but he's not sold out, even close to being sold out. They also said the hotel they stayed with usually is booked up. Not booked up at all. They had lots of empty rooms, and the restaurant at the actual hotel was closed because they have no workers to run it. This is also these people support a local restaurant, and I urge you, if you can, support your local restaurant. So they go typically 5 weeks with friends. They used to be, the bill was for a meal was about $6. Now, after the virus has come through and all the lockdowns and logistical problems, that meal is up to $9.50. So that is a huge increase. And when they was there last, they did not serve tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes, or provide the little packs of crackers with the salad. The reason is they were running low, and now you have to ask for these things. So restaurants are cutting back any way they can, and I understand that. They're trying to make a profit. I am seeing restaurants around here with not as many people in there. You can walk into any restaurant that usually you might have to wait a few minutes, or there is no wait at all. You absolutely can go in there, sit down, and there's only a few handful of people in there. So that is a problem. This is continuing going to develop into more of a problem. As more and more people cut back, it will affect restaurants, it will affect other things, and then those people will have to cut back because they won't be making as much money. So we are definitely in a recession. Do not believe what the federal government is trying to tell you. They're trying to change the definition of a recession. This is a recession by the definition that has been around for a long time. So you need to prepare accordingly. You need to tighten your belt. You need to get rid of any unwanted subscription services that you use, be it a magazine, be it something you watch on TV. Cut these things out. Save your money. This is just the start of this recession. This could be a year or multiple year event that could lead into a depression. So you have time now to prepare. It's not going to be as easy as it was 3 and 4 and 5 years ago when food was plentiful, but you need to start, and you need to encourage others around you to prep. Do your best. I know a lot of people say, no one will listen to me. Just keep fighting the good fight. Thanks for watching.